One of the things you say you want to talk about was therapy. Are you in therapy?
At the moment, not right now, but
you've been
I've
in
been
therapy?
in it there a couple times. I feel like people say it don't work, but like I feel like when they say it don't work, I feel like they're not opening up their mind to it. Like, I used to say that shit is not gonna work. I say like a bunch of shit would not work, but then once you try, you be like, damn, like it
What
really
led
gives
you
you
to go to
clarity.
therapy?
Huh?
What led you to go to therapy?
When
If you feel comfortable sharing.
when me and Shorty first broke up, like it made me want to go because I felt like I was missing like a couple things that I wasn't like dominant in. Like I wasn't like very communicative. That's a big motherfucking beat, bro. Like I'm not very communicative, but now I'll be opening up. Like any small little thing that bothers me, I'll be like, yo, come on, bro, that shit, that shit not right. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then I also went because I always wanted to go, but I didn't have the motivation to go. So
So what gave you that motivation? Just that situation when you
no,
were...
not that just situation. And then I found out my insurance could cover it, so I was like,
Oh, you was like, I gotta pay for this for real.
I gotta pay for it, bro. I was like, all right,
Alright.
but say that. And then I was like, I'm gonna go. And then I had the first time I did it, I had a guy, but like sometimes when a guy perspective, it doesn't really work. So it was like, nigga, we just balancing each other. Like you just agree with me at this point.
You're like, oh wow, you just saying facts. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think this is really helping.
Yeah. So and then I changed to a female one. So she gave me shit from like a female perspective and a guy perspective. So I was like, you know what, you make sense. I see why they say women rule the world sometimes. But she really gave me clarity on some. Shout out to her though. She really gave me clarity on some shit. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what some things you discovered about yourself on therapy?
I discovered I was really a closed off person. Like I didn't really like talking about nothing. Like, and I feel like that's why I fucked up in a lot. Like not in just with my relationship, but like in my personal life too. Like with my friends and shit. Like I would just disappear off. Like niggas know I would disappear off Instagram and I'll say nothing to nobody for like a good month or two, and then come back like nothing happened. Because I feel like when I disappear, I feel like I could just focus on what is wrong. But like it was still like I'd come back and be like the same shit. Like bro, this will never work.
Yeah, Josh, he had told me the same thing. Like anytime he's like having a time, like a downtime, like he'll just spend his time away from everybody. And I always found that like interesting because like to me, I kind of do the opposite. Where it's like if I'm having a downtime, like I need to be outside. Like me being to myself is like not gonna help at all. Like I definitely spend time to like self-reflect or whatever, but like that's the time that I often go out. So I want to ask like, how come you spent that time away from yourself? Is just like
I feel like isolation. It can help, but it cannot help. It depends on how you do it. So I feel like isolation can help in a big way, like learning yourself and what your problem is instead of like going out and like showing people like what your problem is. If you're like, because some people could tell off the rip like you're not like yourself.
yeah.
So like, I didn't want to put nobody through that. Like when I'm out there just chilling, like oh, if I'm
Yeah,
not
trade,
my full
not trade.
self, I'm not gonna be like. It's not gonna be fun for me or anybody around me. So I'm just like, I didn't want to bring that negative energy. I don't like bringing negative energy around. So I was like, I'm really a calm person and like to myself when it's like time. So I just like being by myself.
what tools has like therapy gave you to make you more vulnerable or more open as a person?
It's just it showed me like not to let like little shit like fly sometimes. Like you know how some people let little shit just fly by.
Yeah.
You shut up.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that is, but that shit is loud.
Yeah. You know how people let certain shit like just fly by, like oh, don't worry about
I
it, it's
definitely
okay.
have that problem.
Yeah, it is just like she showed me how like if you let little shit fly by, then more other shit will build up to that to let shit fly even more by you. Like bro, like if you don't attack the problem when it's right there, then it's just
It's
gonna
gonna
keep
keep
happening.
going, yeah.
It's gonna be a continuous cycle. It's gonna keep happening. So I felt like it was like that sometimes with my relationship, with my friendship. I let like little shit just fly. So it was just like she was basically telling me to just put my foot down with certain situations. So
That's
it
great.
really helped.
And have you like seen like
I
more
seen-
positive outcomes from you?
Yeah,
doing
I seen
that?
a big difference. People don't play about me no more. No fun.
That's good. That's really good. Honestly, I have that same issue. Not too much of like people like trying to play me, but it's like Yeah, if someone makes a joke or like say something that I don't totally agree with, a lot of times I'll just be like, I don't really
Yeah.
care. But like your therapist told you, and like I've kind of like realized like myself like going through it is like, oh yeah, that shit just builds up, and like people become comfortable treating you or like saying that certain thing about you, and it's like,
Word.
all right, like we're not little kids no more.
Exactly.
Like,
Like,
I'm not letting certain shit slide anymore. So I definitely get that for sure.